We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Steven Matz is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours, but that doesn't necessarily.
And this one bounds around against the wall. And the Braves have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
He's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Matz has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. Another 0-2 home. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Conforto has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame. Digging in, Chipper Jones. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one, and that one is gone.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
At the plate now, Dale Murphy. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. Throw into second.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start.
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base. Albies with a 1-1 count now. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base.
And he's into second safely with the stolen base.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Now the 2-0 is taken, strike 1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Drilled on the ground to short. Lowry's got it. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Greg Maddux gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And that misses for ball 1. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 1-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Ground ball sent back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. So here's Pete Alonso, just 1 for 10 in the series coming in, so he'll look for better results here today. No balls and 1 strike. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Strand 1, still down 3-0. Second inning set to go, so striding forward now, Russell Martin, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Pitch is popped up. McNeil settles under it near second, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 31, Greg Maddox.
In now, Greg Maddox. Strike called, now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. No one out with a runner at second. And now the runner's trying for third. In there, now the throw. It's high, and the tag's going to come too late. He's up to third now with nobody out.
You know, catchers don't work on throwing to third quite as much as they do to second. And I'm sure he's not too happy with himself about that one. A good throw might have got him.
And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Acuna digs in now. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Looking up is Marisnick into the Big Apple seats and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. 32 now for the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to him.
Jeurys Familia is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. There to make the catch is McNeil, and there's one away. So striding in, Dale Murphy. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Lifted in the air out to right. And the Braves just have it working as this is going to be good for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So up steps Ozzie Albies as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're...
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. So next up will be Freddie Freeman, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for first baseman in the National League. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone! Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
D-Roll, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to. They manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. Fastball in there for a called strike. They may be hard-pressed to get the same sort of performance on the mound that they got yesterday, a complete game shutout, but something close would certainly give them a chance to complete a sweep.
You don't see it very often, a complete game shutout like they had yesterday. Hopefully that's the beginning of things to come, and their starting pitcher could get them deep into this one as well.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. The Braves will, however, have to beat their opposition's best as they've got to go up against their ace in this one.
One of the keys to sweeping a series is getting some runs and getting some runs early. Big lead early in this one, and it looks like their chances of a sweep look pretty good.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Brendan Nimmo goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Maddox is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting out.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch is put in play to the right side of the infield, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The pitcher, number 31.
At the plate, Greg Maddox. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Nimmo is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 7.
Into the box, Kenny Lofton. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Lays off 1-0.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Grounded to short. Swanson picks it up, and there's 1 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jerry's Familia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
Jed Lowry is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Softly hit out toward short. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Soft liner towards short. But there to take it is Lowry as he was well positioned for out number 1.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Chipper Jones. 1 for 2 with a solo shot that came back in the first inning. Pitch on the way. Hit back up the middle. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
The right fielder, number 3.
And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Dale Murphy, has got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So here's Jeff McNeil.
Leading up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. Alonso brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the. Justin Wilson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping into the box, Ozzie Albies. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. And he gets him to go after 1-0-2 as this is popped in the air toward the left side of the infield. And Lowry will look this one in for the first out.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Lifetime numbers against Justin Wilson. He's 1 for 5. Here's the pitch. This one's flared toward left center. Coming in is Nimmo, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. And he fouls this one off. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this is pulled hard but foul. Hope they brought their gloves for that one out there. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Braves strand 1, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Fouled away. Here's another 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
In the air, out to right. Murphy's under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The catcher, number 3.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Ready now, Greg Maddux. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a hard liner. Foul. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Ew, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it is Marisnik, 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kenny Lofton. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Marisnik going back, and this one is gone. A home run. At the plate, Ronald Acuna. A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. Ronald Acuna has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Standing in now, Chipper Jones. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Hit weakly on the ground is short. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. That's a strike to throw down. And it's far too late as he steals 2nd with ease.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as... Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal 3rd right there, and I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch. Grounded slowly to the left side. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as the offline throw allows him to get in there easily. This one's smoked the other way. High and deep to left. Racing back the left fielder. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 8. Shortstop.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
Runner breaks for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he won't get the throw off, actually, as he can't find the handle, and it's a successful steal of third base. 0-1, here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. Davis brings it in. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So Robinson Cano is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Fouled off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
The batter, number 4.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
0-2 the count to Jed Lowry.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Paul Sewald comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Paul Sewald.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Maddox gets his lead at first, nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes to Kenny Lofton. Line drive, base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a hand.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. To second for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Chipper Jones. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third, and he's safe.
The right fielder, number 3, Dale Murphy.
To the plate now, Dale Murphy. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the second deck and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season as they just continue to pour it on here. Dylan Betances enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark.
Number 5.
Stepping up to the plate, Freddie Freeman. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Line drive, base hit. Freeman will head to second. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Now batting, shortstop.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
And oh, the offline throw as this takes off down the line in left field. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw. Here it comes, 1-0. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone! I almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. You know what, D-Row, when the wind's blowing out like it is today.
Now this ball's hit deep to left field. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Edwin Diaz comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping in now, Greg Maddox. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Marisnik is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is... Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Behind 0-2 now. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds at 0-2. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the... Coming to the plate now, Kenny Lofton. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chipper.
Into the box now, Chipper Jones. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Marisnick is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
So stepping in, Dale Murphy. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Seth Lugo will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. High in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And catch made there by Chipper, 1 away.
Center fielder, number 16.
First offering on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Jake Marisnick goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. No balls and a strike to count. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is. Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the 9th.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Hit down the line at first. He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Standing in, Dansby Swanson is looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the run is Nimmo. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Standing in, Russell Martin. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
The pitcher, number 31, Greg.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this.
And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Nimmo will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that. So here's the Mets pitcher, Seth Lugo, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Murphy is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, D-Bro, but you try to in between starts to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game. Next up from New York, Jeff McNeil. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
He gets the punch out as the Braves complete the 4-game road sweep against their division rivals. 24-0 the final tonight. The Atlanta Braves jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Greg Maddux earns his 5th.